Hello, people, and this is a live reaction to the Wimbledon draw. I've just literally seen the draw, and I will go through, I guess, some of the popcorn matchups for round one, some of the projected quarterfinals as well, both on the women's and men's side, and just a kind of general overview. It's going to be a short video. I'm not going to go through the draws in detail. That's for the draw preview and prediction videos I'll release hopefully later today. And then I'll go through my picks as I always do on the fantasy bracket, go through, pick my winners from each round, excuse me, and explain why I picked those winners as well. As my voice breaks. But yeah, please remember to hit that like button, please, if you haven't done so already, and do subscribe if you're new. If you're a podcast listener or watcher, remember to leave a rating or review, 5 stars, all that good stuff. You know what to do. Anyways, so my initial reaction. So my initial reaction is that Djokovic, Nadal, and Berrettini have pretty easy runs. Again, I'll go through it in kind of more detail later on, but in terms of like who they're playing and just their kind of projected runs, it's not too bad. Alcaraz has a horrific one. He has a horrific draw. And someone who's got an even worse draw is Felix Auger-Aliassime. FA is playing Maxime Cressy in the first round. Now, some of you might not even know who that is. You should. You should. Because he is a ridiculously tricky opponent for a first round match on the grass. He's just made the semi-finals as well recently in Mallorca. He's playing some really good tennis. Sorry, in Eastbourne even. He's playing some great tennis. He loves to serve and volley. That's a really tough match. I know FA is good at kind of passing people, and he's a big server, good return, blah, blah. That's great. This is tough. Very, very tough. So keep an eye out for that one. But on the women's side, Swiatek's got a pretty easy run, I have to say. Pliskova's got a terrible one. Halep as well, like first round, not looking great the first few rounds. But I'm going to talk about the popcorn matches or first round, kind of notable first rounds for Wimbledon on the men's side. So Djokovic versus Kwon. I mean, not really notable, to be honest with you. Tennis TV, but anyway. Sinner versus Wawrinka, that is. I mean, that could go either way because Sinner isn't a particularly good grass court player, but he's obviously a good player generally on the clay, on the hard court, slower hard courts. This is a very quick surface. Not as quick as it used to be in prior years, but still the quickest surface you'd say around. Although maybe Australian Open now rivals it because Australian Open can be very, very, very fast. But obviously lower bounce, plays a lot differently. How does he move on it? I'm not sure. We'll see. But Sinner Wawrinka, one to look out for. Murray versus Duckworth, Andy Murray. Now, that's not a bad first round. That's not an easy one either. Should get through that. And I think his draw isn't horrific. So let's see how he gets on. Alcaraz has got Jan-Lennard Struff in the first round. I saw Struff play against Medvedev last year, and he took a set off him. He's a good grass court player. Now, he hasn't been in great form this year, but he's dangerous. That's not an easy first round for Alcaraz. And Hubie Hurkacz has probably got the worst first round, apart from maybe Felix, that you could ask for against David Fokina, the past Wimbledon's boys champion, Alejandro David Fokina. I know he had an injury on his left wrist recently. I'm hoping that he's going to be fit. If he's fit, that's not an easy match for Hurkacz, but Hurkacz is on cloud 9 after kind of winning everything in his path recently. Of course, winning in a Hala against Medvedev, and he's playing really well. So, yeah, I think he'll be happy just to kind of get out there and kind of start the tournament because he wants to really make this form count. Berrettini, Garin. Berrettini should get through that. Garin's a clay quarter. Kyrgios, Jub. I mean, Kyrgios should get through that. I think they're just saying Jub because he's a Brit. And then, yeah, Felix Cressy. What the heck? Gosh, I don't even know. To be honest with you, don't even know. And then Nadal Cerundolo. Now, Cerundolo had a really good run at Miami. I think it was when the semi-finals lost to Ruud, the eventual finalist, of course. Well, yeah, he would be if he beat the semi-finalist. But yeah, Nadal should win this. Like Cerundolo is still very young. He's not particularly experienced on the grass. Nadal looked pretty good against Wawrinka the other day in the exhibition. I think he should be fine. Then projected Wimbledon 2022 quarterfinals for the men's side, Djokovic Alcaraz. I mean, Alcaraz is not getting a good. I tell you what, he's not getting the rub of the green in this draw because even if he gets through Maxime Cressy and he goes on a little bit of a run, quarterfinals, they're like Djokovic's the favorite. Rude. I mean, I don't think Rude's going to make the quarterfinals, but anyway, against her catch is the other projected quarterfinal on that top half of the draw. Berrettini Tsitsipas. Wow. Now, Tsitsipas, again, he's definitely got some issues with his game on grass, no doubt, but he's really trying. He's really, really trying. So I have to say, let's see how he gets on. I hope we do see that projected quarterfinal because it'll be interesting to see if he's able to nullify at all the Berrettini serve to the backhand. I don't know. Felix Nadal, which would be a replay of Roland Garros. I think Felix would probably fancy that, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't know, 50-50. I'd back Nadal because of experience, but you just don't know. So I guess you could see, I mean, Djokovic really, top half, he's got a very easy run. I mean, if he meets Alcaraz, of course, that's tough, but would he prefer to be in Nadal's position or his own position? I think he preferred to be in his position because Nadal's got potentially having to play FA in the quarters and then Berrettini or Tsitsipas in the semi-finals. That's not easy. Berrettini especially, like he's a second favorite on a lot of people's eyes. FA's in the top 5. Her catch, though, to be fair, is in the top 3 people's picks, top 4 people's picks, I guess. Alcaraz is like a wild card. So Alcaraz is playing unbelievable, then it kind of evens out. But if not, that could be a very easy kind of part of the draw, top half of the draw for Djokovic, where like Alcaraz, and okay, if her catch plays him, it could give him issues, but I feel like the style doesn't match up well. And realistically, I think Djokovic should be making the final. But we'll go through it properly, of course, later on. On the women's side, so projected quarterfinals, Swiatek versus Pegula. That could happen. Badosa, Pliskova. I think Pliskova might lose early on. Collins versus Jabeur. Jabeur's got a very decent run. Again, I'll go into more detail when we go through the draws in kind of detail, but I wanted to give you guys a quick kind of reaction as to what my feelings are on it. Collins versus Jabeur is the other projected quarterfinal in the bottom half, and Sakari Kontaveit. Now, Sakari's got a pretty good run, to be honest with you. So let's see. Serena Williams, we'll see. We'll see how she gets on. We'll see. And I think someone got Qinwen Zhang, didn't they? I think he's at Halep. Because that is just a ridiculously hard first round for anyone. We saw how she played against Swiatek at Roland Garros, and she just seems like an all-court player. So that's going to be a tough match for anyone. But anyways, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Oh dear. Right. Anyways, thank you very much, guys. Do appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button, please, if you haven't done so already, and do subscribe if you're new. Make sure you also click please make sure that you do click the notification bell as well to get alerted to all the new uploads, because we are going to be releasing, as I said, kind of full draw preview and prediction videos going through on screen each first round, second round match, third round match. We're going to go through it, my predictions, why, break it down properly, extensively. Do not miss it. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well. I'll see you in the next video.